There is a reality in this world that goes beyond what we can see. Our sensory perceptions are limited, so we can't know everything there is to know about the world around us. Because of our inherent cognitive biases, it is not sufficient to merely observe the world. In fact, it's not enough to simply see things as they are. Rather, you need to see them as they actually are. Interestingly, our perception goes beyond what our eyes can pick up. Offensive graffiti is a blatant case in point because of the strong emotional response it elicits in the United States. But this response wouldn't happen if we couldn't understand the language it was written in. Also, our senses conjure up colors and tastes that do not exist in the external world. These sensory characteristics are mental fabrications rather than permanent features of the world around us. When we talk about objective reality, we're referring to the reality that exists independently of human perception. And yet, despite being products of our subjective experience, the sensory impressions we have are real in their own right. A headache, for example, is something we can have, even though it does not actually exist until we perceive it. As a result, we live in a world where there is an objective truth beyond our perceptions, and a subjective truth within them. The takeaway is that we have both bounded and limitless potential. We can only take in so much of the world through our physical senses, but the world is limitless when viewed through the eyes of the spirit. This world we live in is a world apart from the objective reality physicists talk about all the time. I was struck by the realization that everything we experience, including space-time itself, is nothing more than a creation of our own senses, and not a reflection of an objective reality, which is why it is so easy to trust the information provided to us by our senses. Even the shape, mass, and velocity of things we see are all just mental constructs created by our own visual systems. People may have a hard time accepting the possibility that the data their brain is processing is meaningless. What we see when we first open our eyes is what we take to be the real world. However, data from our senses isn't always reliable. Modern scientific research has shown that our ability to perceive certain colors is constrained by the principles of quantum mechanics. The combination of two tones, such as a syllabic, is audible to us. However, an intermediate color like yellow is produced when two primary colors are combined. Even at this most fundamental level, our perception misrepresents reality. Because evolution has shaped our senses to help us stay alive, we can't always trust them to give us an accurate portrayal of the world around us. Along the path of our perception, keep in mind that what meets the eye is only a fraction of the whole. Our senses provide us with vital data that aids in safe navigation of the world. Nonetheless, these data have their limitations and can be misleading. Our perceptions, like all perspectives, have their bounds. We can never get a complete picture of reality, no matter how many methods or perspectives we use. It's a trans-perspective, which means it can't be understood completely from just one angle. We need to be able to hold and synthesize divergent points of view as we make our way through the world. We have to be okay with the fact that these viewpoints only tell us some of the story and may be skewed in other ways. But by combining them, a richer and more nuanced picture of reality can be painted. The ability to maintain connections between viewpoints and create a holistic, multi-perspective understanding is crucial for making sound, well-informed decisions. In order to navigate the world with more insight and wisdom, we need to take our perceptions seriously, but not literally, and recognize their limitations. As we seek the truth, we must ask ourselves how we can know that something is true and test whether or not our beliefs correspond with reality. The scientific method is one means of deducing the truth, and it entails the steps of observantly questioning, formulating hypotheses, and putting them to the test. Some people argue that truth is subjective and socially constructed, and they therefore question the scientific pursuit of objective truth. Nonetheless, the real-world advantages of science, such as air travel and medical developments, are unquestionable. When scientists put their thoughts together in the form of theories, those theories become our guides to the world. These theories can shed light on realities that challenge our presuppositions and intuitions at times. For instance, Einstein's general relativity equations hinted at the existence of black holes, a concept he initially rejected. This is how science can help us question our preconceived notions and learn new things about the world. Nonetheless, we should be honest about the boundaries of our own viewpoints and keep an eye out for opportunities to go beyond our preconceived notions. Understanding the world around us is a never-ending quest, as new information leads to new questions. When we consider the complexities of the human mind, we see that we need to take a different tack in our pursuit of truth than we do when investigating the material world. In order to make sense of the complexities of being human, we construct theories and hypotheses. Theory can take us in unexpected directions, shedding light on previously unseen truths. Science has repeatedly demonstrated the existence of objective truth, so we must reject the view that truth is either relative or socially constructed. Evidence for the existence of absolute truth can be found in the tangible outcomes of scientific inquiry, which range from life-saving medical breakthroughs to technological feats. In order to get the most out of this voyage of discovery, we need to keep our minds and hearts receptive to ideas and information that lie beyond our current horizons. Our quest for knowledge has shown us that our perspectives have blind spots and that we need to take a holistic approach if we're to find the truth. We can learn to appreciate the wonders of the universe and the complexities of life by embracing the knowledge that comes from a variety of viewpoints and scientific investigation. Understanding our own and others' limitations allows us to make better decisions that help everyone involved. I hope you'll take something away from this conversation that will motivate you to keep digging deeper into the world and yourself. Keep an open heart and a firm resolve to the truth as you travel. And may you emerge from your experience with a deeper understanding of your place in the world. We can learn more about ourselves and discover opportunities for development and change by engaging in this process of introspection and inquiry. I'm hoping we've sparked some interest in furthering your own quest for truth here. Because of our shared participation in this grand adventure, we can learn a great deal from one another and make significant strides in our collective comprehension of the world and our place in it. If you've learned something from this discussion, please spread the word and keep the conversation going. Please consider subscribing to our channel so we can keep making videos like this one.